Hi, hello, welcome to BEL English. This opening is regarding a Canadian labor job with a dairy farm company, Hogan Dairy Incorporation. It is open for anyone irrespective of the education and experience background. So anyone can apply for this particular job. It's open for foreigners. So before we get into the details of this particular job, if you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button next to it so that you'll receive regular video updates on daily job postings. This company is located in Ontario, and the company is looking for someone to be employed with them as a dairy farm laborer. So dairy farm laborer, dairy farm, you people might know, it will have a monotonous work being held from start till end, and the salary which the employer is offering is about $14.39 per hour, and the work duration would be 40 to 50 hours per week. The terms of employment is permanent and it will be a full-time employment. So being a full-time and a permanent employee in Canada, you qualify to become a person with all the benefits as per Canadian labor law. So you are entitled to have all the benefits, retirement benefits, and then your savings and other benefits which are given for a permanent employee. So the timing would actually ranges from day, evening, weekend, overtime, flexible hours, early morning and morning. As you know, dairy farm would actually require a lot of efforts to be taken in order to get the products. It's all about producers from the livestock. So where you have to work a little hard compared to the regular works which are on other farms. Here you might be continuously taking care of the animals, and you might be working all around the different shifts. So the timing would actually be flexible, and you can even opt for some flexible timings, but the work ranges from day till morning, early morning, weekends as well. So start date is as soon as possible. The employer is looking for someone who can apply immediately, and this employer has already applied in LMIA for recruiting foreigners. And as you know, LMIA, labor market impact assessment, is mandatory for recruiting a foreigner in Canada. So you can go through that. Requirement is the job requirement actually has a language requirement as English. So English is very essential in order to manage your day-to-day activities. The employer would give you instructions on English. You are supposed to have good language skill, communicative. You have to make sure you communicate in a clear English. You understand better English, like the instructions which are given to you. Make sure you follow the actual instructions given by the employer and your superiors. And education, it's no matter what, like you can be anyone without even any qualification. So even if you have any qualification, that could be considered, but still the employer is looking for someone without degree or certificate. Even if you don't have a proper education, that's fair enough. Experience, if you have an experience, that will be added as an asset for you, but still the employer didn't insist that you have to have that experience with any of the dairy farm. So still, if you have experience, most of the people who are hailing from the village sides would actually have such experience, and people even on urban areas, we could see few people working in the farm sectors would actually have such experience. So you can obviously apply for this job. The specific skills he has mentioned here is feed and tend the animal. You are supposed to feed them properly and tend them appropriately, and the timing has to be maintained because it's a continual process where it will go from day one till the day end. Like every day you'll have that routine job, and that will be monotonous, where you'll be feeding them continuously, filling their feeds, and then making sure that the animals are properly tended, and cleaning the stables, barnyards and pens. So you are supposed to clean the stable, maintain them neatly, because the animals has to be kept free from any germs or infections. Unless it is clean enough, unless it is fully maintained with cleanliness, the animal would actually are more prone for any disease, so it will be easy for them to catch them. So you have to make sure it is clean enough over there. And milking the cows, as you know, milking cows, that's the primary objective in any farm, dairy farm. So you are supposed to milk the cow, detect the diseases and health problems in crops, livestock and poultry. So farming atmosphere, you'll have multiple things around it. It doesn't mean that it's just a dairy farm. Though it is a dairy farm, you will have few other things popping in, as such the crops, livestock and poultry. So you have to take care of them. If in case any issues or disease detected on the animal, the cow or anything, you have to spot them and report them appropriately, and you have to make sure it is addressed with the proper health authorities. So monitoring the animal health, which is very essential, as I was saying. So feeding the animal is as equivalent as important like monitoring the animal, because unless you monitor, you won't be able to feed them on time, you won't be able to detect the disease. So it's equal to actually taking care of an animal. So monitoring is very important. The work site would be predominantly outdoor. It will all be outdoor, not in a closed environment. So it will be outdoor environment. The transportation, all you have to do is your own transportation. The employer is not providing any transportation for you. The work condition and physical capabilities as our fast-paced environment, that will all be like fast-paced environment where you have to adapt to fast things and adapt to contemporary followings which are done by the employer, and physically demanding, of course, feeding an animal and then taking care of them, cleaning, definitely require a lot of your physical effort. So that's why it's physically demanding. You have to keen enough in attending to the details. So details as in the employer might give you certain instructions, or there might be some health norms to be followed, or that could be a governmental or any authorized bodies protocols given to be followed on a farm. So you have to make sure you attend to those details properly and adapt to them, follow them appropriately. The work condition would be it's a combination of sitting, standing and walking. So as you people know, farm work actually requires you to sit, stand and walk continuously. You might be moving all across the farm. So bending, crouching, kneeling, that also happens while doing some physical work. You are supposed to take care of all these things. You will definitely have these kind of activities, and overtime required like cleaning, everything. Closures would actually make you little extending your working hours. So and that's why the overtime is required. So work location information, a staff accommodation would be provided for you. So there is an accommodation provided by this employer for all of the staffs. So and the personal suitability is, you have to be a flexible candidate. You have to be filled with a person of flexibility. You should have that flexibility when you are working on ground with the new employer. So all you have to do is you have to understand his requirement, try to go beyond that extra mile which is being expected from any employee. For that matter, if you are a foreigner employed in another country, you are supposed to go beyond that expectation to make sure that the employer actually understands your full efficiency. So he unless he understands about your actual performance, he definitely wouldn't be able to scale up your actual career. So you have to make sure you show your performance to him. You have to be a team player. So there will be a number of people working like along with you. You are supposed to have that sort of proper team playing ability in order to make sure things are completed appropriately. So a good go-getter can get things completed even in a rival environment. So you have to make sure you are a team player and organized enough. So organized enough is what makes you to grow up the ladder in any employment arrangement. So this employer is open to promote equal employment and opportunities for job groups and specific to the student groups. So he is looking for students as well. He is very open for recruiting students. So that could be a little bit flexible timing. So I have given the details of this particular job posting on the below description box through a reference link. You can access them. All you have to do is you have to write an email to this employer. So I have given the email address along with this location on the description box reference link. You can access them and get to know where the employer is located. It's in Ontario. You have to write an email. I've given the email address as well. Write in an email along with the cover letter. Do not forget to attach your cover letter. That's very important, which explains about your experience, your knowledge and all your abilities. So make sure you present them in a neat way to the employer with a cover letter and an updated resume, which covers about your basic details, your contact details, and make sure it's an active contacts and the email address is perfectly accessible regularly by you. and then your other educational experience details. And if you do have other certifications, please mention that as well on your resume. So I guess I've given enough information about this posting here. If at all you got any questions or queries, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'll be pleased to assist you on that. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please do not forget to share it with your friends and families. Definitely this will be of helpful for someone who's really stranded in another country. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button next to it. We'll see you soon with another new job posting. Till then, take care guys. Bye bye.